Time to get crafty for Easter with our free SVG. Hello, I am Katie from thecraftyblogStalker.com, and if you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Here are most of the supplies that we're going to be using, and don't worry, I will have a supply list with links either in the description of this video or in the blog post. The SVG that I have designed for this project fits perfectly with these shaker domes, these egg-shaped shaker domes from Sizzix. So this is what I recommend using. The SVG will work in Silhouette Studio, but today I am using Cricut Design Space. And if my Cricut Design Space looks different than yours, that is because I'm on a tablet. All of the functions are the same. The icons just may be in a different place. So we're going to start a new project. And if you haven't already done so, you're going to want to upload your design. I have already uploaded it, so I'm going to browse my images, and there it is right there. I'm going to add to canvas, and then back out and close. And there is my cute little design. Now you do not want to resize this. As it is designed to fit perfectly around those shaker domes. Although we do want to make one little adjustment. I'm going to come over here to layers, and that opens up my layers panel. And I want to highlight just this one shape. We are going to make this shape perforated. I'm going to click on edit, and we're going to change the basic cut to a perforated blade. Now this really only works if you have a Cricut Maker, because you cannot use the perforation blade in an Explorer or in a Joy. So if you are using an Explorer or a Joy, then I would just hide that shape altogether and not use the little open tab on the back. I'm going to click on apply, and then we want to highlight those two shapes, and I'm going to click on this little paper clip to attach those pieces together. Now we can click on Make It, and this is our mat preview. So you should have two mats. I also want to make more than one set. So I'm going to come up here, click on that mat, and I am going to change to, let's make 3. And then I can close. And now I have 3 little sets. And I'm going to move those pieces around just to use my space a little bit better. Those mats look much better. So now I'm going to click on Next. And I'm going to select the medium cardstock. And whenever cutting paper, I always like to do the more pressure setting just to make sure I get a really nice cut. And I'm going to remember my material settings so I don't have to reset that with every mat. I'm going to follow the prompts in Cricut Design Space, and I can see that my first mat is white. I'm going to take the protective cover off my standard grit mat. I always line up my paper on this corner right here. And then press it down. I'm going to bring in my Cricut Maker and load my mat. And I want to insert my perforation blade, which is number 11. I can begin the cut. I can put my fine point blade back in and resume the cut. This mat is done cutting. To remove the cut pieces, turn the mat over, and you want to remove the mat from the paper, not the paper from the mat. And this will make it so your pieces don't curl. Now there are lots of pieces on here, so we're going to have to go nice and slow. Then we cut our pink cardstock. All of our pieces are cut out, and hopefully you can see the white pieces on the white background. But now we're just going to start assembling. I'm going to use this Bearly Art Precision Craft Glue. It really does help if you can use a glue with a really fine precision tip. Just going to move these up a bit, and I'm just going to add a little bit of glue around that foot. Those spaces are really little, so you can see how that precision glue really is handy. Now we're going to put that over a pink piece, make our cute little bunny feet. And we're going to repeat that with all of the pieces. And then we're going to do the same with our pink bunny pieces. And you can see how there's just a very thin white border around each of those pieces. And then that pink shows through. I'm going to bring in my shaker domes, and for candy I am going to use some jelly beans. You can really use any kind of candy you want. It just needs to be small so it fits inside those shaker domes. And since we are dealing with loose candy, I'm going to put on some food safe gloves because you never want to touch other people's food. Grab one of these little shaker domes out of here. And I'm going to get some jelly beans in my little cup. Now it can't be super full. They all need to be in a single layer. You'll need to take a couple out because you want that paper to be able to sit flat on top. So I'm going to take off the adhesive ring, and this paper is just going to fit almost perfectly over that dome shape. I'm going to take off my glove now, and I'm going to press it down around those edges so that that paper really sticks to that adhesive strip. Again, I'm going to bring in my precision tip glue, and I'm going to add glue all the way around, just right on top of that plastic shaker dome. Bring in our cute little bunny, and that is going to go right over the top. I'm going to press that into place. And then for our little feet, I'm going to put a dot of glue at the base of the foot. And we're applying those feet to the paper rim and to the shaker dome. And there is our cute little Easter bunny treat with some jelly beans inside. Isn't that so cute? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make the others. I think our little Easter bunny candy treats turned out so cute, and I love the little perforated section on the back so that you can easily get into the candy. But if you don't have a maker or a perforation tip, then you can just leave this part out like I said earlier, and then they would just have to rip open the back. Not a big deal. That just makes it a little bit easier. But they are so cute. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you want more free SVGs and craft tutorials, make sure to check out my website, thecraftyblogstalker.com. Thanks everyone. Bye and happy crafting!